Morning guys, how are we doing? Welcome to today's video. It's a two-part video. I'm going to head off to Kanchanaburi. I've never been before. I don't know what to expect. I can imagine it's going to be a mix of emotions and a lot of thought-provoking situations that we're going to face today. It's very early, it's 5:30 in the morning, and this has been organised through the buzzing tour guide situation, so we're hoping to do this on a monthly basis if it proves to be popular. So we've got a journey ahead of us. It's going to be about 3 hours, 3.5 hours in the bus. And then once we get there, we've got the whole schedule ahead. Our Thai tour guide will pick us up, meet us, and away we go. So I don't know what to expect. If you have been, guys, let us know what was your thoughts. Drop your comments down below, let me know. And let's see what today has in store. But one thing's for certain, if I can refer this to when I went to Cambodia, to the killing fields and Teal Slung, to the concentration camp there, that was awful. So I don't really know what to expect today. I can imagine it's going to be very emotional, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get in the bus and head up, and let's see how today pans out. All right, so the first part of the journey's we've stopped now. We've been on the road for about 2 hours, and it's been an all right journey, to be fair. It's been quite quick, to be honest. We've covered a lot of ground, and we're just stopping now. We're going to stop for about 20 minutes, get some food and refreshments, have a quick toilet break, and then we're going to head on. So yeah, so far so good. Alright guys, so we've made it to the first point, which is the bridge over the River Kwai. That's where we're going to go first. The journey in was quite interesting in many ways. It was a kind of a reality check, I guess, especially when you saw the River Kwai bridge as we passed through. We're going to go back to that in a second, but when we came in you could see it. And you know, when you consider all the atrocities that went on here, you know, 250,000 Asian people and 75,000 prisoners of war were tortured and brutalized in order to build the bridge that we're going to see in a minute. But over here, this is one of the original, over there, that's one of the original trains. These are not copies, these are ones that they've managed to get and keep. But I don't know. You know me guys, I like to be upbeat about most things, but this is, it's just very, I don't know, it's just very surreal. It really is. I don't know how to react if I'm being truthful. Part of me is in shock, part of me, you know, I'm a light-hearted kind of guy anyway. You know what I'm like, I'm a crack a joke here and there, but today there's just no jokes available, I'm sorry. I can't do nothing but be respectful for these people. It really is. So we're going to head over now and have a look at the bridge itself. So we're at the beginning of the bridge, and it's still an active railway. So people actually use this to commute. It's not just a tourist attraction or a remembrance of what's gone on, it's an actual active railway line, and hence why you can see people waiting for the train to come in. So when we get on this train, we're going to head about an hour on the train up through to where the wooden bridge is and see what's up there. But up ahead here, if I just spin around, up ahead here we can see the start of the bridge. And if memory serves me correctly, this was constructed in 1942, so a long time ago. Anyway, let's have a wander up and have a look at what's up here. This is the River Kwai, and down here you can see they've all got a lot of restaurants and stuff. So if you do want to come up here, there's plenty of opportunities for you to eat and drink, etc. That's not really going to be the theme for me today. What I'm going to do is go along here, walk up. We're going to get the train up in a bit, but I'm going to walk along here. Let's go and take a look. So before I walk across, you see the stonework down here. The stonework, that's the original stone. That's what they built back in the day in 1942. The ironwork above, that's all been replicated. It's new, as you can see. Like originally it used to be curved. The new section up there like a square shape, but the actual stonework, the stonework is original, but all the steelwork's been replaced over the years. And what the tour guide said to us is that over there, that used to be a prisoner of war camp, where they would then come in here and start building and start doing the bridge. So we're going to walk along the bridge now. So, for me personally, I've got to say, I don't like the way this has become too touristy. There are people walking around here, they've got no idea about what went on in the past. They're doing their selfies and all the rest of it. And you know, when you consider what happened in the past, the amount of people that lost their lives to build this construction, and people are walking around like tourists, think it's funny, laughing, it's crazy, you know, it really is. But I guess at the end of the day, you know, it's something that I suppose won't change really. There's some more restaurants down there. You know, I'm finding this very difficult because I want to be upbeat, but I just can't. Sorry guys, I just can't. As much as I want to try and make this positive, I'm just looking at all this and thinking, wow, it just brings memories back of Cambodia, of Teo Slung and the killing tree. It really does. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm just struggling to get my head around all this, to be honest with you. You know, people look at that. Let's take a selfie with a bridge where over 100,000 people lost their lives, were forced into conditions that, you know, just are unthinkable. But no, let's go take selfies. Crazy. So that's part one done now. Now I'm on the train. We're going to head up to Hellfire Pass. The train journey is about an hour and a half, just under that, and it meanders through all the rice fields, all the plantations where they grow their crops, cuts through some of the mountainside here. So I don't know what to expect at Hellfire Pass. Hopefully it's going to be a lot more of an improvement on where we were, because to be honest with you, like I've said it a few times now, I was a bit disappointed in that one. It seemed very commercialised, very touristy. I didn't really like that, particularly, you know, when you consider the amount of people that lost their lives in order to build the railway. So we're going to head up now. Like I say, I'm not really sure what's going to come on, but we'll have a look anyway. We'll get up there, see that, and then we've got the cemetery after that. Then we're going to head to the hotel, and that'll be us for today. And then tonight we're going to head out and go and find a restaurant somewhere, get some food, and just basically, I think, talk about what we've been through today. So yeah, so let's get up to Hellfire Pass. So we're now on the going up towards the wooden bridge here. You can see the train up ahead, and the views are really lovely. Some really nice views here. And then you see over there, in the far side down there, lots of restaurants, 3-4 tier restaurants. And up there at a distance, this is the wooden bridge we're just about to go over. You see everyone there, look, myself included, we're all leaning out, trying to get our pictures and our videos. But it is what it is. But just up here you're going to see now. Wow, look at this. It doesn't look like it's going to hold our weight. I mean, obviously it does, but it doesn't look like it will. Now we come to a bit of a standstill. I don't know why we've done that. Why are we at a standstill? You see the beautiful views. Imagine living over there, look, in that house there. There'll be a view every day. Look, right down there, look down there, you see it down there. You see the bottom of these woods here. Look at this down there, look, there you go. So I'm not sure, it's a bit close to the edge, aren't we? But another one of the experiences you put down to, so you know where to go. This, we've done this. Look how close it is to the people here. They're just up ahead. Smile for the camera. Sawadee Krab. I'm not sure now. I think maybe we're going to go through this little village area, I think, here now. I know we get off at the next stop we get off at. Or maybe this is the stop here, I'm not sure. Oh, I think we're actually going to get off in a minute. The Death Railway, Kanchanaburi. I don't know. One of the old guards running up. I guess maybe he's stopping now, I think. Yeah, we are. Okay, all right, cool. Back in a second. So we've stopped for lunch now, and if you just look over here, if you look back there over in the far side, just over that side there, you can just about see that's the bridge that we just came along. And how beautiful is that view? It really is lovely. And the food was very good, buffet, big selection, tea and coffee provided. But this is where we're going to have our lunch, right the way down there. Oh, you're right, mate, go on, you carry on. No, you carry on. And we're going to have our food here, and that's our view for today. Once we've done that, we're going to go walk back over onto the bridge. I understand we're going to get some headphones and a documentary about the construction of the bridge, etc. And then once we've done that, we're going to head over towards one of the cemeteries. I think there's 5 cemeteries here, and we're going to go and pay our respects at one of them. Right, so food time, and then we'll get back to it. So we had a bit of time available, so what we've done now is we've come up here, and we're actually at the Death Railway, the wooden bridge. And what Kel told me, who's our tour guide, she said that, believe it or not, there's an actual dam that they built now, which is up near Burma. But before the dam was built, you see what you're looking at right now all across it? That was all completely submerged underwater. Can you imagine that? But because they built the dam up by Burma now, they've controlled the floods, controlled the level of water that's allowed to come in. And that's why we can see this. And down there, some of it's still its original, from the original days when it was built. Obviously, some's had to be replaced with, you know, it's just worn away and needs to be replaced with modern products. But I don't know. You know, when you look at that, can you just imagine in your wildest of dreams to imagine what it must be like to have to work in these conditions and build this railway? And I mean, right now it's boiling hot. It's boiling hot. And yeah, I don't know. What a day today's been. It's been an incredible day. And there's a cave up here, so I'm going to have a walk up to the cave and have a look in the cave, see what's going on up there. Then we're going to get in the bus and we're going to go over to Hellfire Pass. And then from Hellfire Pass, we're going to go to one of the graveyards, and then back to the hotel. A much needed shower. I'm absolutely dripping wet. And once we've had a shower, we're going to head into town, find a restaurant that apparently has been well recommended, and have a few cold ones. But look at that. So beautiful. And to think such atrocities have happened here. And yet it's such peaceful and tranquil surroundings. Unbelievable. Oh, I've missed my turn into the cave. That's good, I better go back then, hang on. I'm walking away talking about it, I missed my turn into the cave. That wasn't very clever. Right, let's jump down here. Oh, I'm not sure what the cave's about, but there's only one way to find out. Let's have a look. Thank you, Cup on Cup. Right, so this is the cave. What's with the cave, Kel?
The cave here.
Yeah.
Used to be the camp.
Used to be?
The camp for the prisoner of war.
Oh, this was a prisoner of war camp?
And they stayed in here.
Really?
You see, I want you to see the original.
Oh, I don't know if you can see that, guys. I don't think you can see that. Can you see that? That's the original state of the bridge. And yeah, look, you can see the water's really high.
Yeah.
Right, wow. So this was a prisoner of war camp here?
Yes.
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah, you can walk to the end, not far. They stay in. After the war finished, the Thai people, they put the Buddha in here.
Oh, okay. So when the war finished, they put the Buddha in. Okay. And in the when it was a prisoner of war camp, I mean, how many people would be kept in here?
80.
80 people would be in here. 80.
The Dutch people.
Dutch was it? Oh, okay. Look at this, guys. Wow.
Just only there, not far.
Oh, I see. Yeah, through there. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. I'm definitely up for that. And I guess, you know, when you think about the cave scenario, you know, the guys were suffering with dysentery, illnesses, a lot of illnesses, and you can imagine how easy they were passed. The illness would be passed around from each other, living in such close quarters. You can imagine 80 people in this. It's, you see down there, look, 80 people. Wow. Let's go and take a look. This is wow. Oh, watch your steps. And here we are through it. Oh wow. Look at that. Oh. You know, I want to make this an upbeat video, as I said many times already. But you just can't, can you? No, you just can't. Look at that down there. You imagine how many people have sadly lost their lives in this building. You know, maybe scratched their emblems on the wall, or names or whatever, dates. Keep a track of how many days they've been here, not knowing how long they're going to stay in here. It's ferocious. It really is. So 80 people. And that's no indication as to how many people sadly have died. Okay, well what we're going to do now is we're going to head back out and get the bus. The bus is going to take us to Hellfire Pass and then see what that has in store for us. I can't imagine it's going to be that good, to be honest. I think it's going to be quite emotional. But yeah, when you look at this area here,
Hellfire Pass belongs to the Australian embassy.
Hellfire Pass, it belongs to the Australian embassy, does it?
Yeah,
okay.
It used to be the Australian camp.
Right, okay, I'm with you.
On the First World War.
Okay. All right.
And
look at the roof up there, look at this.
Next 10 days on Anzac Day.
Anzac Day, yes, yeah.
The people coming to the dawn place.
Not sure what that symbolises, but why do they ding the bell? What's that for?
Ding the bell to show you come to visit.
Oh, okay. So you come to visit, is it? Oh, okay. There we are. Well, I hope the young children that just rang the bell will never have to witness or experience what's gone on in the past in their lifetime. So, bus is around the corner. I'm going to jump on the bus and then Hellfire Pass and see what that's all about.
Doctor would go around with him. The doctors would try and get somebody, because we kept from going out, and the working party was too sick.
And that's what they did. In about 3 days I was out. I still had the malaria, but I was fit enough to go to work again.
So I've just done the interactive centre here at Hellfire Pass, and already very emotional, very moving to see video documentaries from people that suffered the torture and that we're about to go and see ourselves. And they were so forgiving, you know, they were so humble in about it. But so right now we're at the top. We're going to go down the stairs. We're going to head down here, 500 metres down, and then we're going to walk. I think it's 2.5 kilometres along the whole of Hellfire Pass, and there's various points on the way. When you do come here, you can see here in my ear, I've got a documentary video audio, and that's going to talk me through as I go through stage by stage and tell me about what's going on. So should be very interesting. Right, I'm going to make my way down to the bottom. Once I get there, then let's start this journey and see what is ahead. I really have got no idea. So this is the start here, and the audio is telling me that the prisoner of war people were told they're going to a better place. Little did they know that they're coming to face this, and that 18-hour days ahead of them with incredibly poor working conditions awaited them. And when you consider the heat already, let alone having to work, and they worked, when they were doing the documentary, they were saying they used to get one pair of shoes and they stayed in those shoes, and when they were done, they didn't replace them. And there's people in the documentary saying that they were working barefoot for like a year and a half, which, you know, when you consider, imagine walking on that in your bare feet and then just working as well. It's just phenomenal. So this is the start of Hellfire Pass, and listening to the documentary, the reason they designed and built this and wanted to do this was because the Japanese were worried about the possibility of their ships being sunk, so therefore they decided to channel this route right the way through and to use the trains. And you know, when you see this, I don't know what to think really. When you consider they've had to just dig their way all the way through this mountain Tens of thousands of people lost their lives. The brutality that they suffered at the hands of the Japanese. And you know, I guess when you're immersed, you can still see, look, the sleepers here, see, on the floor there. I guess when you're immersed in this world, I mean, what light at the end of the tunnel do you see? How do you believe that you're ever going to survive and get through this? And what I suggest you do, guys, if you are interested in this, and I've got to be honest with you, this has been mind-blowing for me today, but if you are interested in this kind of thing, yeah, have a look it up. There's lots of videos. Obviously you've got the famous films that are out there. But imagine this being where you come to for 18 hours a day in incredible conditions, not knowing if today was going to be your last day. They had some doctors on the video information centre back in the welcome area, and the doctors were saying that it was really difficult for them because they had to choose who was able to go to work and who wasn't. And the ones that went to work, it's like the doctor said, was I signing his death pass? Would he come back? Would he survive? It was very, very difficult for them. But fortunately, and I hope, you know, that nothing ever along these conditions ever gets repeated in the life cycle. I hope that nobody has to go through this again, because quite frankly, it's barbaric. And they were talking about some of the Japanese, the soldiers there that were handing out the beatings. And imagine being told that you either do this or we're going to do it to you. The choice is yours. But, this is all geared up for Anzac Day. I was just talking to our tour guide and she was saying that it's incredibly busy. 2 AM they come down here for the service. But yeah, look, Burma Thailand Railway, 1942 to 1945, in remembrance of all those who suffered and all who died. May you rest in peace. May you rest in peace. I'm not quite sure if we've got to go up there yet. I think we might have to go up there. I'm not sure where we're going now. Yeah, not 100% certain. Let's have a look over here. Oh, I think we go through a network over there, I think. Right, let's see, but I'm not sure where I've got to go. The views up here are just phenomenal. Look at that, see for miles and miles. Right the way along down there. And give you an idea, look up there. That's what they've cut through. Incredible. So what they were saying in the documentary as I'm walking through is that the sleepers had to be carried by the men. They did have elephants, but they wouldn't use the elephants through here. They said, no, you can pick up the logs yourself and carry the logs and sleepers through. And all this was chiselled through with no machinery at all, just hand power. You know, it's phenomenal, really. And imagine doing this in the rainy season as well. You know how hard it would be, how much more difficult it would be trying to do all this with the rain and the flooding. You know, not good at all. Okay. I'm glad I've done this though. I've got to be honest, I'm glad I've done it. You know, beginning of the day, didn't really set off on the right foot in my own personal world. I thought it was wrong to have the music stuff where the people had died. But you know, as the day's progressed, it's been a good day. It's been an enjoyable day, very educational. I've learned a lot today, hell of a lot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to progress now, finish off the Hellfire Pass. I'm going to walk the rest of the distance. I'm going to turn the camera off now. Next time we'll join us at the cemetery, which will be the final part of our day here today. And then from the cemetery we're going to go check in our hotel, have a shower, go into town, grab some food, and probably have a couple of drinks. And then day two will be ahead of us. So I'm going to carry on walking, get through this. I'll show you one more view in a second when I get to the top of this little bit of stairs here. 1 second. Right. So I'll leave you with this view. There you go, right there across there. And I'll see you again when we get to the cemetery. I'll be back in not too long. So slight change of plan. We decided that we were going to do the cemetery tomorrow, day 2, simply because it was an hour-and-a-half journey away from the direction of the hotel, and it just made more sense basically because tomorrow, part 2, we're going to do the Dragon Temple, we're going to do the cemetery, and we're also Erawan Waterfalls, which I understand is beautiful. So, you know, today's been an interesting day. It's been an up and down day in terms of like emotions. I started off on a little bit of a low. Wasn't really sure that I agreed with the status of what they did with the bridge. But you know, it's very, very interesting. Obviously, you know, walking through Hellfire Pass was just phenomenal. The train journey was very, very interesting. See lots of really interesting stuff. Beautiful scenery. And the walk through Hellfire Pass was very educational. You know, the terrain, I would suggest you do this 2.5 kilometers. I really do suggest you do it, guys. It doesn't matter whether you're, you know, Linford Christie, you're super fit or you're not. You can do it. It's not that hard. It really wasn't. I mean, there are some bits where you've got to be a bit more careful. But generally speaking, it wasn't as bad as I thought. So now we're in a hotel. The hotel's quite all right, to be honest with you. It's nothing amazing, but you know, I've got 2 single beds here. It's a nice spacious room. TV on the wall there. Got a fridge. Ample space there to put stuff out, and quite a nice big shower room there. So all in all, that's not too bad, to be fair. And this is all part of included in the package that you get. So the package that we've got here, it's all included. So what's on the agenda now? I'm going to have a shower and get myself sorted out. Then we're going to head into town, go and have some food, and then we're going to have a couple of beers and come out. I need to get my head down. I've been on the go since 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm shattered. But it's been a good day. I've enjoyed it. It's been very educational, very emotional, and lots of highs, lots of lows. But definitely, I'm glad I've done this. I really am. All right, so I'll rejoin you in the morning once I've come back from from last night, and let's see what tonight has in store for us. Well, last night we went out, and I have to say what a pleasant surprise that was. They've nicknamed their little street called Walking Street, and it was good. It was good fun. There was lots of bars, lots of restaurants. We had some food, and then once we had our food, we headed off out. Just had a visit to a couple of bars. We were tired, to be honest with you. It was a long day, so we had a couple of drinks and we came back to the hotel and got our heads down. So, all in all, I think the whole day was a fantastic experience. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of things that were, you know, thought-provoking, things that you just didn't really expect. But all in all, it was a good day, and I'm glad I've done this. So that's it for part 1. Part 2, we'll go to the Erawan Waterfall. We're going to go to the cemetery and also to the Red Dragon Temple, which apparently is the views are meant to be spectacular. So look out for part 2. That'll be out soon. Well, that's it. I'm glad I've done this. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I've paid my respects and been to the River Kwai and been to the Hellfire Pass. I'm glad I've done all that, and it's something that I can tick off to say, yeah, I've been there, seen that, and I've experienced it. So right now, I'm going to get myself ready, and we're going to head off ready for part 2, which, as I say, will be out soon. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look on our Instagram and our TikTok accounts. Instagram is about night time. TikTok is about daytime, so have a look about those, guys. Please follow us and join us on our Discord. Discord, we've got over 18,000 members on there. It's totally free of charge, and it's a wealth of information on there, so please have a look at that. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that I do, which allows me to come and do things like these trips here and bring this to the channel, please email me 247pattaya@gmail.com, and I'll send you back the information you need as to what happens here in our members area. All right, thank you very much for watching, guys, and please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.